like anywhere in the US operates the same when it comes to like taxes.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Because I'm not like very knowledgeable in that because I never gotten like a job or anything before.
SpongeBob!
Okay, yeah, right.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, it's like, you know, if I can just like, you know, get affiliate without having to worry about, like, all of that nonsense with the income tax and stuff, then I wouldn't have any issue with it. I just, like, want to avoid, like, having to get an accountant to, like, calculate my taxes when I'm making, like, $100, like, at a time, you know? But if it's only, like, if you only have to worry about it after a certain threshold, then that wouldn't be an issue then. Because it would take me forever to actually pass that threshold.
Epic.
Okay, yeah, so I guess I could, look into that and then... I mean, I was gonna, like, I was gonna, like, tweet about it before going live, but I didn't want to, you know, start, like, a discussion on Twitter while I'm not able to immediately look at it. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to keep up with all the messages, but I'm also trying to not throw for content at the same time, so like, give me a second.
Epic.
Yeah, okay, I see what y'all are saying now. I mean, yeah, I can talk with my dad about it again. It's just that was like the initial concern basically. Is that like if I would be
Alright.
adding like an extra burden that I would have to keep track of just to, you know, be making like a small amount of revenue.
Okay. Huh.
Because it would take forever before I would actually make like notable income from Twitch, because streaming is the type of thing where it takes like years before you start seeing significant results. So I don't know if it would be the type of thing where it's more beneficial to just wait until later or something. Also, I just realized that I forgot to increment the counter because I was busy looking at chat, but I think I can do that after this segment. If I don't forget.
Ow. 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 Hey.
Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, thanks for, like, all of the advice and stuff. Yeah, I'll dig into it a bit more.
Epic.
I just wanted to, like, bring it up, at least. You know, like I said originally, I was gonna bring it up in a tweet, but, I didn't see that I had the, or I didn't see that the stats for affiliate updated until, like, 1 p.m. or something. And I usually start streaming at 3:30 p.m. my time.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't want to bring it up, like, right before going live or something, because then I wouldn't be able to look at the messages until, like, way later.
Oh.
Yeah, like, I know that, that money is, like, not the focus for getting affiliate, but the thing is that, like, I don't want it to be a hassle, like, having to, you know, like, put all of my, like, financial information and stuff. You know, especially since there was, like, that, Twitch hack or whatever in October.
Epic.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into it because I'm not very knowledgeable, so I'm kind of just, like, wandering in the dark when it comes to that. I mean, in this case, I literally am wandering in the dark, but you know what I mean. I mean, yeah, I guess that is true, actually. Yeah, I guess I could just do that then. Because that just completely avoids any potential issue that could arise from that. I mean, you guys are insisting that it's not really an issue anyways. But, yeah, I guess it's good to know that I have that, or that I can go that route too, where it's just like, I just have all the perks of affiliate without actually, like, accepting paychecks from Twitch. Okay, really? I think I should just go to the right every time instead of the left to just avoid that from happening. It's like super cringe whenever that happens because like because of the positioning of that tree that's like to the right, it pretty much like prevents you from like being able to go around that prowler very easily. Like most likely if I tried to go around that prowler I would have just died on the spot. So I think I should just go, I should just start taking the right path every time, because I think even if a prowler is in your way, when you take the right path, I think it's much easier to, like, shoot them from the right side, because there aren't that many, like, trees in your way and stuff. But yeah, like, I think it would be cool to, like, you know, have all the benefits of affiliate, like the channel point rewards and emotes and stuff. I mean, I kind of have like a vague idea what I would even make my emotes. But I think like you only start with 3 slots initially, right? So that makes it like fairly easy for me because I don't have to think about so many emotes at the same time.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I mean, most likely it would take a while before I even get my first paycheck anyways. And if you're saying that I can just, you know, not take the paycheck to avoid any, like, potential issues with income tax or whatever, then I could just do that. I mean, it's not like I need the money or anything.
All right.
Oh yeah, right, I forgot about bit emotes. Bruh.
Yep.
So you get like significantly more slots starting off than...
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
Don't you get like 3-bit emotes or something? Yeah, I think that's how many you get, right? So it's like, I figured the, like 1 tier 1 emote, 1 tier 2, 1 tier 3, and then like 3-bit emotes, and then the follower emote or whatever.
Oh no.
So I figure in total it would be 7 emote slots, unless I'm missing something. You only get 1 follower emote, right? So it would be 7 in total.
epic.
Also, the run is casually just alive while I'm like completely preoccupied thinking about the whole affiliate thing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right, you get an animated emote, right? I literally forgot that they even added those.
Wish there were some trees.
I think actually I have a pretty good idea of what I could have as an animated emote. But you get 5 follower emotes, what the heck? I didn't think it was that many. I thought it was only 1. Why the heck do you need 5 follower emotes? Also, the Nestler was just casually right next to me when I opened that door. You could hear it like burrowing for like a second. Yeah, I literally didn't know that you got that many emote slots. Like, bruh. Because I think I only have ideas for like maybe like 4 emotes or something. But if I have to come up with like 10 or something, I might need some help with that, I don't know. Because I'm not exactly the most creative person when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, like, literally, my profile picture, it was just like, I was just like playing LCP like one time, and then I was like, yeah, this is a pretty epic frame of Mermaid Man, so then I just like took a snip of that basically. I think originally I thought I was gonna use my profile picture as an emote or something, but then I was like, oh, I could just make that my profile picture, lol. I think like I got the idea to make it my profile picture when I made my Discord account, like who knows how long ago.
Okay. Okay.
I've had the exact same profile picture since I created my Discord account, so probably like 2 years or something. I was actually thinking that it would be funny to like just commission someone to make like an illustrated version of it. Just to like keep the same profile picture but have it be like updated basically. But I would have to look into that. Yeah, I've bopped in J in any percent like 5 times, I think. Because there was one point where it was just like a back and forth between who had the war record in this category, but eventually I just like took over.
How could this get any worse? Ow.
I mean, it would be kind of swag if there was some world record competition, but I wouldn't hold anyone accountable for that.
The mayo, Squidward! Take the mayo!
I mean, I did make the, I made the any percent tutorial my channel trailer, and also I've had the tutorial command in my stream title for like the past 7 streams or something.
Here, use this, Squidward!
I mean, yeah, lol. I kind of see like the parallels.
Okay.
I think like there was one time where like somebody joked about me being like the second incarnation of Cole, basically, because we both have Mermaid Man profile pictures. So I still kind of think about that occasionally. I mean, probably if I was still running, like BFBB or movie, I could be like the second coming of Cole, basically, but I don't know. Like, my thing with BFBB is, that I feel like the skill ceiling is just way too high for my taste. Like, it feels like it takes way too long to just be competent at the game, you know? Compared to like other speed games where it's like, you know, after like a month of running the game, you're at least like competent at playing it. But with games that have like a really high skill ceiling, it's like it takes like a year before you're even like competent at the game, basically, in terms of like consistency with strats and movement and stuff. Like, one thing I like about this game is that the skill ceiling is actually super low. Like, literally anyone could be a world record holder if they wanted to. And I think there's like a certain appeal to that, I guess. I mean, because it's not like the other SpongeBob PC games, like the point and click ones, where it's just like they also have a super low skill ceiling, but they're also like brain dead easy as well.
Oh, I'm quick.
Because at least with this game, there's a bit of challenge involved. Like, for the average player, just beating the game itself is like an accomplishment.
Whoa, I'm quick.
Because there are actually some levels that are like legitimately kind of hard if you don't know exactly how to approach them. Oh yeah, and the one thing I hate about both battle and movie is the 1 frames. Because practicing 1 frames is literally the most boring thing ever. Like, Like I'm thinking about like guest jumps in movie, right?
Mind if I stop?
Guest jumps is literally just doing like 10 one-frame jumps in a row or something. Like who would even want to watch someone practice guest jumps? It's like the most boring thing ever. Because there's not like a spectacle to be had or anything. It's just literally like you press A at the right time like 10 times in a row, or you have to redo the entire thing.
Okay.
A one frame is basically like, in the case of battle and movie, it would be pressing the jump button on the same frame that your damage animation ends, because basically when your damage animation ends, there's like one frame where you're technically grounded in midair. So you can basically do two jumps coming out of like knockback from like landing in goo or something. So it's basically like a triple jump kind of thing where you can jump 3 times in the air even though you're only supposed to be able to jump 2 times.
Oh, that's great.
But obviously the problem with one frames is that the game runs at 60 FPS, so every one frame is a 1/60th of a second input.
Yep.
Which I'm not sure if you're aware, but a 1/60th of a second input is so short. It's literally like you blink and you miss it. I think a one frame is like 16 milliseconds or something like that. Like it's literally you blink and you miss it.
I must feed the Overlord.
Oh, that's great.
So not only are like one frame tricks incredibly hard,
I can.
but they're also incredibly frustrating and boring to practice. Because it's boring to watch someone practice one frames, and it's also frustrating to actually learn them.
That's right.
Also, I have no idea where Puff is now.
SpongeBob, I have a driver's license with your name on it if you come out.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's like the one thing that's preventing me from... That's like the one thing preventing me from being good at battle and movie, basically, is the cringe of having to learn one frame struts.
yep.
Because like in movie, I literally can't even do like disco skip. Like it's just impossible for my brain to like wrap around pressing A at the right time. It's such a like short input window. It doesn't help also that with damage animations, each character has like 4 different damage animations or something like that.
Goober still needs a good clean.
And I think some of them are longer and shorter than others. So you have to literally react to which damage animation you get.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, like upgradeless movie is like an experience. You have this section at the end of Planktopolis with the like 7 Mervs or whatever. And the only way you can hit them is by hitting them with guitar. And the hitbox for guitar when it's unupgraded is literally like 2 pixels wide. Like the difference in the hitbox for unupgraded guitar and upgraded guitar is like so huge in comparison. Like the hitbox for unupgraded guitar is like a millimeter wide, and then the hitbox for upgraded guitar is like you can literally miss your target and it still counts because it has like a shock radius kind of thing. Or I guess is kind of like splash damage, where like you can miss your target and it still counts as a hit. Oh yeah, Dennis 1 with no upgrades is literally the worst thing ever concocted. I think when I tried to do Dennis 1 with no upgrades, it literally took me like an hour or something. It goes from being like the easiest boss to being like harder than Neptune with no upgrades.
Yep.
So why did I lose so much time? What did I even do to lose time in this segment? I don't know. I don't know, I just work here. Not even like half of the time I'm not even paying attention to the run because I'm more preoccupied with you know, topics that chat brings up. But yeah, Dennis 1 with no upgrades is legitimately like so bad. And the only reason why it's so bad is because the health in the arena doesn't respawn, so you're limited on like the number of hits that you can take. Because I think the only boss fight where health like regenerates is Neptune. So for every other boss fight, you literally are limited on the number of hits that you can take before you die and have to restart the whole thing because there's no checkpoints. Also, should I try Fast Disco? I figure I might as well, right? The run is like basically dead at this point. I think I'll try it like one time. Yeah. Yeah, I think on the non-checkpoint map you can probably do it like 2 times. But on the checkpoint map you can do it 3 times. Because I was kind of like looking into that. And I think if you do it on the non-checkpoint map, because of the fact that you have to wait for the alpha to pass by, you don't get to the disco tiles on exactly the same cycle. And on the non-checkpoint map, they kind of like alternate weirdly compared to on the checkpoint map. Because I think like on the checkpoint map, all the disco tiles are like almost perfectly in sync. At least for that set. Like they all switch at like the same time. But on the non-checkpoint map, there's kind of like a delay between the switches of the disco tiles. So you can kind of see like it changes for one set, and then like a frame later it changes for the other sets. So why the heck? I was literally trying to spam F instead of E. I think I'm actually losing it. And also I don't have my controller on my lap, even though I literally put a reminder on my splits to do that. Poggers. Well, luckily, like, you run in a straight line for like 5 seconds here. That gives me some time to do it.
Shutdown of power supply. Backbiter engaged. Power.
But yeah, it's like, it's so dumb. Like with keyboard and controller, you can literally mash like so fast compared to just with keyboard. You do each generator in like literally a quarter of a second if you use keyboard and controller. Well, if you do it optimally, you can do each spam prompt in like a quarter of a second. Okay, we got the alpha coming by. I guess that's not really an issue. Oh yeah, I guess one thing I wanted to practice is like jumping around the clones like when they're on the bridge. Because I think someone did bring that up like as an idea, like jumping around the clones like if they're in your way. Because they're not like that big compared to the alpha.
Shutdown of power supply. Torch engaged. Powering down.
Okay, Mermaid or Barnacle Boy is coming down, so I think I'm gonna try that.
All security functions, excluding security protocol overload, will cease in T-.
Get juked, bitch. Okay, yeah, so that definitely works. Yeah, I guess it helps that they move like so slow, so it actually makes it like not that bad. You just jump around them. The main concern that I thought was gonna be an issue was the water balls. But the water balls weren't an issue there. Because the water balls, they stun you for like a second if they hit you, and both of the clones throw them at you. Like every once in a while when they see you. So if they hit you while you're trying to jump around them, then you just fly off into the pit. Because you can't move and you maintain the momentum that you got from jumping. Also, yeah, that golded because I didn't have to wait for the goon squad at all. Besides, like with the alpha at the very beginning, that's pretty much unavoidable. Because the alpha is like so fat that there's like literally no chance that you can squeeze around them at the very start. You would have to be like there would have to be like some crack thing that you would need to do to be able to squeeze past the alpha at the very start of the level. Because not only is his hitbox like super fat, but also he throws like spit at you that stuns you for a ridiculous amount of time. So basically if he's anywhere near you and he throws a spit at you, you're dead basically. You can only survive his spit if he hits you from like really far away. But yeah, even though that segment golded, the run is still most likely dead because it's still plus even though it golded. And I don't think I have like that much time saved to work with from this point.
any other tricks, Hermit?
Yes! Feel the sneaky frightener, Starfish.
You've got to be kidding. Must I do everything myself?
Yeah, like literally the only way you could sneak past the alpha at the very start is if the alpha like literally doesn't see you.
My spine.
Maybe if like there's some kind of quirky strat where you can just make like every enemy not be able to see you or something. That would actually be like kind of cracked.
What's that?
Well, yeah, even the puddle itself stuns you. Like, the puddle that he leaves behind stuns you too, so even if you jump over his spit, you still get stunned anyways. But you're kind of able to do, like, what you can with the pinky stun, where you can just, like, jump through the stun, basically. So you don't get stuck in place for as long. Because like with a pinky, normally it stuns you for like 2 seconds, but if you jump through the zap, it only stuns you for like half a second. Because most of the duration of the stun is spent like while you're in midair, like already being propelled by your own momentum. So you only get stuck in place for like half a second if you jump into a pinky zap as opposed to getting zapped while on the ground. That's actually kind of useful for the very beginning of Jellyfish Fields. Because there's like that strat where you can do where you can still make the Prince Jellian cycle at the very beginning, even if you get zapped by a pinky. But it's a little bit tight. I guess it's not that tight, but it is still a little bit tight to still like make the Prince Jellian cycle, even if you get zapped by a Jellian or by a pinky. But yeah, that does remind me that there was that, I think it was like during my casual 101% playthrough, there was like that one time where I had like literally every Jellian at the peak of Jellyfish Fields chasing me at the same time. Because I was trying to get the sketch while acing the level at the same time, so I just had literally every Jellian chasing me at the same time. I think I have a clip on it, a clip of it on my channel somewhere. I think like someone clipped it for me, like I didn't even clip it myself. Yeah, now I'm back to counting shots again. Augers. God damn it. I got like slightly too close, so I wasn't able to do the funny. Kind of annoying. Because like normally you can like tank hits on purpose to save a little bit of time, since you can be like right in front of you can be like right in front of man rate like the second that he becomes vulnerable. It still saved a little bit of time anyways. But it would take a lot for the run to be revived basically. Because I think basically this segment would have to go like perfectly. And then Larry's gym would also need to go perfectly. Or like just not having Larry like trolling too much. And I figure the angler is gonna be trolling here. Okay, actually wasn't. Wait. Okay, really? I was totally expecting the anglers to be in the way and neither of them were in the way. Augers? I mean, there's still the red menaces that can troll me, and they have trolled me like twice before. So there's still some shenanigans that can happen here. Because these bridges are definitely like way too narrow to like jump around the red menaces even if they're in your way. So you have to like lure them to the other rooftop if they're just like chilling on the bridge when you need to cross. Also, I've literally not been able to recreate that one time that I was able to grab the kick me sign there before it disappeared. I think it's literally like the tightest input ever. Because normally like the kick me sign disappears when you're like right in front of it. But I think if you move like almost perfectly through that first section, you can barely have like a 2-frame window or something where you can interact with a kick me sign before it disappears. It literally has to be like a 2-frame window. Wait, hold on. Don't mind that. I forgot that I split after the text box here.
Epic.
Okay, that's the actual time that I split. But bruh. That actually went pretty well. It was all because the anglers weren't there at the very start. Because whenever they're there, that wastes like a lot of time. But I think it's also somewhat like uncommon that neither of the anglers are in your way at the very start of Industrial Park. Okay, that wasn't supposed to hit me, but I think it doesn't matter anyway. I think even if the first car hits you, it still doesn't really matter, because then every other... Like, the first 2 cars hit you, but then every other car just lands right next to you. So I don't think it matters too much. But I still try to, like, time it so that only the second car hits me, just in case. But I've done that strat literally like 10 times and it hasn't failed a single time. Bruh. Is this the run that I was talking about income tax at the beginning? God damn it. This is totally that run, isn't it? Well, I was talking about it for a while, so I feel like it has to be at least at the very beginning of the run, right? So of course, like knowing my luck, the run that I have to upload to YouTube is gonna be the one where I'm talking about finance at the very beginning. I totally know the run is gonna PB now just because I was talking about finance at the very beginning of it. I think there were like 2 PBs where I literally foreshadowed the run PBing before it actually did. Which is kind of funny. I don't remember which ones they were though, but I think it was like one of... Like, I think 2 of like my recent PBs had like some moment near the beginning that literally foreshadowed them PBing or something. Like I say something like, I'll probably do X like the next time that I PB, and then that's literally in a PB run. This happened like twice while playing this game or something. Yeah, after gym is like when I would start getting attached, I think. I mean, Jellyfish Fields kind of has, it can have the Prowler doing a little bit of trolling, like in that little kelp section. But it's like really uncommon that that happens. Like, that happens like maybe once every 20 jellyfish fields or something, where the Prowler goes so far away from his spawn point that he's literally like blocking your path. When you try to take the bottom route. But of course, now that I've said that it happens like somewhat rarely, then that means that it's gonna happen in this run probably, because I always jinx myself. I guess if I ever see the Prowler blocking the bottom path, I would just switch to take the top path, even though I've literally not taken the top path in like forever. Even though I do remember what the top path looks like. So I think I would be able to take the top path without any issues. But it has been a while since I've taken the top path, because even like in 101%, you don't need to take the top path because there's like no extras on the top path that you can't get from the bottom path. And then I think I timed it at one point and concluded that the bottom path is like a second faster than the top path, I think. If you crouch jump like up the rocks at the very end of the bottom path. Because normally it's like super slow having to like jump up each rock individually, but you can actually skip a rock each time if you crouch jump. So instead of having to do like 7 jumps, you only do like 3. Because you can just skip a rock like every time you crouch jump. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it like last stream, but getting like
Epic.
getting a sub-hour Larry's gym is like theoretically possible, which is kind of whack. I think your run would have to be like extremely good up to that point, but it is possible, or it is like feasible to get a run with a sub-hour Larry's gym. But I think you would need like almost nothing to go wrong like the entire run basically, or like for 2/3 of the run to get a sub-hour Larry's gym. Also, there's been like 2 separate times where Larry is literally trolling me. And he's like able to see me even when I'm in that spot where he can't see you no matter what direction he goes. And I have no idea why that's the case. I see you trolling, Larry. I see you. Look at this dude. I always hate like when he opens the doors when you're like right in front of them. Like, that's like the worst possible outcome when he opens a door like when you're right in front of them basically, because then you're way too close to Larry to be able to like de-aggro him. Because I think he basically runs like at the same speed as you. But you're able to de-aggro him if he's like far enough away from you when he sees you. But if he's like right in your face and he sees you, then it's pretty much like impossible to lose him. I always get kind of nervous when I open that door and I don't see him there. Because that could mean that he's like at the front. And then like as soon as I try to go, he's just gonna like peek around the corner and see me. But it seems like he was in the spot that I needed to go to. So that actually works out for me. Yeah, he was at the spot that I need to go to because the door is already open. Poggers?
Oh yeah.
Epic.
Attached, attached, attached. I mean, I could still goof up the jump at the very beginning of Jellyfish Fields, and I think that would, like, instantly kill the run. Because if you die before the first checkpoint, it literally loses, like, a whole year. Actually, I think, like, dying at literally any point in this level loses a whole year. Because there's, like, no checkpoints, basically. Like, I think dying on any time trial level is pretty much like an automatic L. Because usually time trial levels don't have any checkpoints and you have to do like 3 minutes of gameplay without a checkpoint. Alright, that works. Just gonna take it easy here. But yeah, that was what I was talking about earlier, basically, is that you can get zapped by the pinky and still be able to make that cycle, basically. I don't like that red menace being right up in my face. And the prowler not be at the very top, por favor. Okay, he's all the way at the bottom, that's actually perfect. As long as he's not all up in my grill as soon as I try to take the bottom path, then we're Gucci. What? Oh my god, are you kidding me? I literally, like, jumped over the rock. Okay, that only lasts a little bit of time, but it's still kind of annoying. Kinda attached, though? I'm, like, legitimately kind of attached to this run now. Because Goo Lagoon and Tree Dome are, like, very consistent segments for the most part. So then, like, after this is pretty much, like, on me if the run dies. So that's a good little amount of pressure to put on myself. Yeah, I think for like the first 2 hits, I don't think it really matters how far away Bessie is. Even if he's like super far away, he still pretty much like gets to the rock as soon as he decides to start charging. It's only on the last hit where like it actually matters how close he is. If he's really far away, you actually want to jump off the rock. So you can be like right in front of him as soon as he starts charging. Is that even a thing that I mentioned in my tutorial? I don't think I did. Just like thinking of stuff that that like I'm bringing up now that I didn't bring up in the tutorial.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost a little bit of time from jumping clean over the rocks, but the run is still very much alive, assuming that I don't choke. And assuming that Doodle Pat doesn't troll me in art gallery. Though I think Doodle Pat trolled me a bit in my PVs, so I can potentially save time in there if I become plus by like a couple of seconds. Like at some point between getting to that point. So I think as long as I don't lose a massive amount of time in one segment, this run actually has a chance of PVing. Okay, it makes me feel a lot better that I didn't miss any of those jumps. Because I was a little bit concerned that I would miss a jump and the run would die on the spot. But at least I remove a little bit of that weight off my shoulders. Because like falling off while you're doing those jumps actually loses like way more time than you think it would. Because I think there was one PV where I actually did fall off. And I think it lost like 20 seconds or something. Even though I fell off like after the second jump or something.
Epic.
I think my Weenie Hut RNG was perfect in my PV, but I don't remember. So I might be losing a little bit of time here. And actually I'm saving time.
Epic.
That's pretty epic indeed. Must have been a different PV where I had a perfect salty Splatoon. I mean, a perfect Weenie Hut Juniors. Stupid jump delay. I was just being really careful that I didn't shoot past the two invisible walls. At this point, I'm just being like super cautious.
Okay.
Okay, so I definitely don't need to. I definitely don't need to attempt the risky strat at the beginning here that only saves like 2 seconds.
Okay.
It would just be like really greedy if I went for it. Because I think with this pace I could have like a kind of cringe art gallery and the run would still PB. So I think there's no need to be greedy when I'm
Okay.
minus 20 at this point.
Hmm.
Okay, no insurance spawn, that's pretty nice. I think my PB had 1 insurance spawn for the first half. So if I get 0 insurance spawns, then I save time in that regard. Okay, yeah, 0 insurance spawns for the first half. So I'm saving time, I'm pretty sure, in that regard. Now I just want to get as many Windows spawns as possible because the Windows spawns are the fastest of the three at this point. The bathroom spawns are not that bad either. You only have to wait like an extra few seconds or so. Mainly I think you just want to avoid entrance spawns like the entire level basically. Because entrance spawns are slow in both halves. Okay, we got an entrance spawn there unfortunately, so gonna have to wait a little bit for another alarm to show up. I don't think it's like that much extra time compared to a bathroom spawn, but a Windows spawn I think is like a few seconds faster than all of them. Because if you get like a Windows spawn, like Nut Alarm is basically right in your grill as soon as you need to juke him, so you actually don't have to wait like at all for him to show up. I really don't like how close he gets to you if you take that route. But so far nothing as bad has happened while taking that route. So I have no reason not to take it. Did I get 0 Windows spawns that whole time? I think I did. It's kind of unfortunate. I think 0 Windows spawns might actually cause me to lose time, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm losing some time off the gold from not getting any window spawns, but I think I'm still saving time over the PB segment.
Epic.
Alright, so now it's my favorite segment in the run because I only need to use one hand. I say that like literally every time I get to this segment. It's true, it's like one of the only segments in the whole run where you only need to use one hand. I think the other segment is the escort section in Tentacle Acres. They're like the only two segments where you can just do them out with one hand. Also, yeah, welcome back, Trotsky. Is that how you say your name, by the way? I'm actually not sure. And you haven't corrected me, so I figure it is.
How you boys holding up back there?
Yeah, I'd like to think that I'm not bad in terms of pronouncing names, but sometimes I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I'm doing good right now. I have a run on PB pace currently. So, like, you know, I'm just trying not to do anything dumb. Bruh, these spawns are so cringe. Those Jellian spawns are actually, like, kinda cringe. It took me, like, a really long time to focus my shot on the Overlord there. Okay, really. It was literally, like, one shot away from dying. It's like, it's kind of weird because it's like, feels like this segment can go, like, really badly if you're not careful. I think the problem is, like, sometimes I, like, underestimate this segment, and then it causes me to, like, lose time for dumb reasons. I mean, the time loss in wave 1 was literally not my fault. Is this cringe Jellian spawns?
What's that noise? Mr. Squidward? What the
Alright, I think that was good enough. The wave 1 was like super slow, but I think the wave 4 was kind of fast, so I think it kind of balanced it out.
Okay.
Okay, really? Why did I just stop moving in place for like a second?
Epic.
It's like for some reason I literally just stopped moving for like a split second and I don't know why. I think I just like barely let go of the W key. Now that was clean, boys. That was clean. Exactly what I want to see.
Epic.
Yeah, I mean, it's not over yet. If I miss one of these guitar shots, that could still kill it. But I think usually I'm pretty good at lining up my shots. If I don't miss any of these shots though, then this is actually it. Yeah, I think you came back at a good time because I think this might actually be it. It's on pace to be the sub 135. That's kind of annoying, but whatever. He's got a little bit too close to him. Did I say 137? I meant 135. Let's go! That's it, boys. That's it. Sub 135. It only took like 5 days or something since the last PV in it. But yeah, that run was pretty poggers. Like you should have seen like the Doodle Path fight, like it was so clean. Like, like Doodle Pat was literally doing a bunch of side swipe attacks like in quick succession. Like it was super clean. But yeah, I'm like super satisfied with that time. Also, yeah, thanks for the GGs.